As I mentioned before, Google Earth Engine is a powerful tool that used for spatial analysis. So it is powered by Google's cloud infrastructure and planetary scale platform for Earth science data analysis. So now I am in the homepage of the Google Earth Engine. So if you want to access the Google Earth Engine, you have to type this address in the address bar. So https colon double slash earthengine.google.com. And also, if you can simply go to the Google and just type Earth Engine Google, and then you can search it on the search engine and also log on from there. So now let's explore the homepage of the Google Earth Engine. So when you scroll down, you can see what are the things that you can do on the Google Earth Engine. So it has mentioned the Google Earth Engine combines with a multi-petabyte catalog of satellite imagery, and using satellite imagery and our algorithm or the existing algorithm, you can create real-world applications including land cover, land use classification, or else other analysis like change detection. And also you can see how the world is changed over time in terms of urban land cover usage likewise. So when I scroll further, you can see there is a time lapse video regarding how our Earth has changed over 37 years of satellite imagery time period. So you can explore this time lapse video by opening it in a new tab. So in here I have selected and zoom into the Colombo Municipal Council area in Sri Lanka, and you can clearly see from the time-lapse video the change of the land use and land cover areas. So moving on to the further, in here they have mentioned we can use the ready-to-use data set, and the data set that, as I mentioned before, include public data archive including more than 30 years of historical imagery, landslide images. So we can further explore this data set by opening this link in a new tab. So in here you can see climate and weather data like surface temperature, global level, climate change, and including climate models generated for both long-term climate predictions, also atmospheric change, weather, likewise different Landsat and Sentinel satellite images, MODIS data, and also some selected high-resolution images. So in addition to that, you can simply use simple APIs available developed with Python and JavaScript. And in this video, in the future videos, I will demonstrate to you how we can use this Python and JavaScript API to make our own algorithms for geospatial analysis. Furthermore, there are plenty of convenient tools available in the web-based code editor for fast and interactive algorithm development. So if you want to learn more about this code editor, you can go to this link and learn about how we can utilize this Earth Engine code editor for our analysis purposes. So moving on to the next part, you can also find various scientific researchers and case studies done using the Google Earth Engine. As I mentioned before, the Google Earth Engine has been used in academia for various types of applications. So there are a few case studies that are interesting that I would like to show you. So in here you can find plenty of case studies that conducted using Google Earth Engine. For an example, University of Maryland team conducted a mapping global forest cover change over the time using landslide images. And in addition to that, there was another interesting research to conduct tiger habitat monitoring led by University of Minnesota team. So you can go to this case studies section and find out and read more about the case studies and its structure, how they have managed to use the power of Google Earth Engine for their case studies. So if you want to access the different data sets that available on the Google Earth Engine, first you have to sign up with your Google account. So in next video I will demonstrate you how you can sign up to the Google Earth Engine.